Ādi Dhari Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki Jai, Shri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan Ju ki Jai, Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatarashata Shmar Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Shila Gurudev ki Jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatarashata Shmar Bhakti Vedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatarashata Shmar Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Shila Prabhupada ki Jai. Nitya Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatarashata Shmar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Nitya Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatarashata Shmar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki Jai. Nitya Pravishta Mahā-bhāgavata Śrīla Gaura-kishora Babaji Mahārāja ki Jai. Nitya Pravishta Śrīla Saccharānanda Bhakti Vinod Ṭhākura ki Jai. Nitya Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Śrīla Jagannath Das Babaji Mahārāja ki Jai. Shri Rupa Anuga Gauriya Guru Varga ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath, Shri Jeev Gopala Patdasa Gunath Śrāda Goswami Prabhu ki Jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki Jai. Namacharya Śrīla Haridas Ṭhākura ki Jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Kshetra Mandal Gaura Mandal Vraja Mandal Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki Jai. Sarva Abhishta Vridhata Kavirāja Mahārāja ki Jai. Shri Radha Kunda Shama Kunda ki Jai. Shri Amuna Devi Ganga Devi ki Jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki Jai. Shri Bhakti Devi ki Jai. Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya ki Jai. Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Śrī Caitanya-bhāgavata ki Jai. Śrīla Vṛndāvana Das Ṭhākura ki Jai. Śrī Caitanya-charitamrita ki Jai. Śrīla Kṛṣṇadāaa Kavirāja Gosvāmī Pāda ki Jai. Grantaraj Śrīmad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Shri Purushottam Dev ki Jai. Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Sudarshan Chakra Dhruv ki Jai. Shri Purushottam Vrat ki Jai. Vrat Palan Kari Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Samagata Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari.
Hari Hari Bo. Jai Shri Radha.
Hari Bol Kishore Prabhu. Hari Bol. And I already saw like Satya Mataji Champaktiri. And then here on Facebook and YouTube, there's Raseshwari Mataji, Govinda Saha Prabhu, Karuna Didi, Indira Mataji, and some other people, but they didn't write a comment, so I can't see their names. But Dandavat Pranams to all of you. Hari Bol. So I was just telling Satya Mataji and Champak Didi about that. I'm a little bit underslept, like I'm a bit tired today, but I don't think it will be as bad as yesterday. Yesterday was ridiculous. Oh my god, I can't believe I put you guys all through that. That was horrible. I was listening on the train. That was just, at least we kept the streak going though. That was the main thing, I think. But today luckily we're going to be singing a lot of, it's all going to be kirtans from beginning to end, today's program. So I think that will keep me awake, playing mridanga and all that. Hari Bol Nri Hari Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam. We're going to be reading about the advent of Śrīla Vṛndāvana, of Śrī Caitanya-Mahaprabhu, of Sachinandan Gaur Hari. Śrīla Vṛndāvana Das Ṭhākura, he wrote 5 kirtans, and Śrīla Kṛṣṇadāaa Kavirāja Goswami wrote one very long kirtan, which we sing every day during the Abhishek on Gaur Purnima Day. So we'll read that all today. And I have, right after the reading, I need to go to Gopinath Bhavan to start working on the boxes of books. That's why I came here to Vrindavan. So today might be a little bit more of a short reading. Maybe we'll finish at 8 o'clock or something instead of 8:30. Just letting you know. And then Hari Bol Yashoda Didi. Hare Krishna. Okay. And Hari Bol Ganga Mataji. Jai Shri Radhe. So I guess today, we'll just do the Mangala Charan. And I'm not going to sing a kirtan beforehand because this whole program is going to be kirtan. So I'll just do the Mangala Charan now. then we'll sing all the songs. Where am I staying? Kishore is asking. I'm staying with a devotee named Sachinandan Prabhu in Chaitanya Vihar. So I'm in the complete other side of Vrindavan. Yeah, like I have to go, I'm like on the opposite side of Vrindavan. I have to go all the way to Gopinath Bhavan. And my God, traffic is ridiculous here now. Like I've never seen anything like it. Like this is the worst I've ever seen. Somehow in the past couple years, it got even, like I thought it was bad before, but in the past couple years, or like past year, it's gotten even worse. Am I in phase 1 or phase 2? I have no idea. No idea at all. I'm not so familiar with Chaitanya Vihar, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get the mridanga and then we'll start. No. First I'll do Mangalachara and then I'll get the mridanga. Okay, let's open this up. Caitanya-bhāgavata. Ajnanatirmirandhasya jnananjana-shalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Śrī Gurave namaha. Gurave Gaura-chandraya radhikaya tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna bhaktaya tarbhaktaya namo namaha. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ajanulambita bhujau kanakavadato sankirtanaikapitaro kamalaya-taksho Vishvambharo dijavaro yugadharmapalo Vande jagat priyakaro karunavataro Namastrikala satyaya jagannatha sutaya cha Sabhrityaya saputraya sakalatraya te namaha. Avatirno sakarunyo parichinno sarishvaro Śrī Krishna Caitanya Nityanando dvau bhrataro bhaje. Sajayati vishuddha vikrama kanakabha kamalaya tekshana varajanu vilambi sharbhujo bahudha bhakti rasabhinartaka. Jayati jayati deva Krishna Chaitanya Chandra Jayati Jayati Kirtis Tasya Nitya Pavitra Jayati Jayati Bhritya Tasya Vishvesha Murte Jayati Jayati Nrityam Tasya Sarva Priyanam. Ādi Śrī Caitanya Priya Goshtir Charane Ashisha prakare mor danda paraname Tabe vando Śrī Krishna Caitanya Maheshwar Navadvipe avatar nama Vishvambhar. Oh yeah, let's do the pranam mantra to Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. Where is it? Oh God, okay, there it is. Nīlācala nivāsaya nityaya paramatmane Balabhadra subhadrabhyam Jagannathaya te namaha. Govardhanadharam vande gopalam goparupinam Gokulotsavamishanam govindam gopika priyam. One second, where did it go? There it is. Tavaivasmi na jivami tvaya vina iti vigyaya radhe tvam nayamam charanantikam. Bhaktya vihina aparadha lakshai kshiptashtakama ditaranga madhye Kripa Mayi Tvam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinde Namaste Charanāravindam. Bhaja Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, let's sing the glories of Śrī Caitanya-bhāgavata and Śrī Caitanya and Śrīla Vṛndāvana Ṭhākura from Śrī Caitanya-bhāgavata. Let me get the mridanga. Ore mura lokshuno Caitanya manga, Caitanya mahima jate jani beshakal. Krishna lila bhagavate kohe ved vyas, Caitanya līlā vyas Vṛndāvana das. Vṛndāvana dāsa koila Caitanya mangal, jahan rashravane nashe sarvaya mangal. Caitanya nitar jate janiye mahima, jate jane Krishna bhakti siddhanter sima. Bhagavate Jata Bhakti Siddhante Sar Lekhi Achen Iha Jani Koriya Udhar. Caitanya Mangala Shune Jadi Pashandi Javan, Sheho Mahavaishnava Hoy Tata Khan. Manushira Chite Nare Aiche Grantha Tanya Vṛndāvana dāsa mukhe vakta Śrī Caitanya. Vṛndāvana dāsa pore koti namaskar. Aiche grantha korite ho tarila sansar. Narayani Caitanyer uchishta bhajan, tar garbe janmila Śrī dāsa Vṛndāvana. तार की अद्भुत चैतन्य चरिता वर्णन, जहाँ रश्रवाने शुद्ध कोइल त्रिभुवन. सहज विचित्र मधुर चैतन्य विहार, वृंदावन दास मुखे अमृतेर धार. By nature, all the activities of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu are very wonderful and sweet, and when they are described by Vrindavan Das Thakur, they become like a shower of nectar. Jai Śrī Caitanya-bhāgavata ki jai, Śrīla Vṛndāvana Das Thakur ki jai. Oops, I forgot to open up the file. So it will take a little while because it's so big. Okay, and while that's opening, let me find the printout. Oh, there it is. Okay, so when we finished, this is actually my translation. Of Nadiyā Udaya-giri. Should we start with this, or should we... Maybe let's start with Caitanya-bhāgavata, and then we'll start with that. Then we'll do that. We'll do the recap now. Where is it? Chapter 2. Okay. Okay, so this is the second chapter of Śrī Caitanya-bhāgavata. It's called Prabhu Janma. That's the title of it, the appearance of the Lord. So Advaita Acharya was so distressed about the condition, and he was so upset when he heard the residents of Navadvip criticizing the devotees. The atheists would remark, "What madness! This Brahman Srivas will ruin this village. The Mohammedan king is very cruel by nature. If he hears about this kirtan, the whole district will suffer." Someone else said, "I'll drive this Brahman out of town. I'll break his house and throw it in the Ganges. If we get rid of this Brahman, then it will be good for the village. Otherwise, the Yavans will take over the town." Hearing the atheists speak in this way, the devotees began to cry and chant Krishna's name. When Advaita Acharya heard these things, he became as angry as fire. Neglecting whether he is dressed properly, he spoke to all the Vaishnavas. He said, "Listen, Srivas, Gangadas, and Shuklambar, I will make Krishna descend for all to see. He will personally come and deliver one and all by preaching devotional service with your help. If I fail to do this, then I will manifest 4 arms and take up my disc. I will sever the heads of the atheists, and then it will be confirmed that Krishna is my Lord and I am his servant." In this way, Śrī Advaita Acharya constantly worshipped the lotus feet of Krishna with great determination. The other devotees also shed tears as they all constantly worshipped Krishna with fixed determination. As the devotees wandered through Navadvip, they never heard any topics concerning devotional service. Seeing the people's pathetic condition, some of the devotees wanted to give up their bodies, while other devotees sighed deeply as they called out to the name of Krishna and cried. The devotees became so unhappy by seeing the people's behavior that they lost their desire to eat. As the devotees gave up all material comforts, the Supreme Lord prepared to advent. By the order of the Lord, Sri Nityananda Ram, who is non-different from Ananta, first appeared in Radhadesh. He appeared from the womb of Padmavati in the village of Ekachakra on the auspicious 13th day of the waxing moon in the month of Magh. The Lord, who is the original father of everyone, accepted Harai Pandit, the king of the Brahmins, as his father. Lord Balaram is an ocean of mercy and the bestower of devotional service. He appeared as Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Jai Sri Nityananda Ram Ki Jai. Invisible to humans, the demigods loudly chanted, "Jai, Jai," and they showered flowers. From that day on, the district of Radhadesh became filled with prosperity. In order to deliver the fallen souls, Nityananda Prabhu accepted the dress of a mendicant and traveled throughout the world. This is the description of Lord Ananta's appearance. Now, please hear how Krishna made his appearance. Sri Jagannath Mishra lived in Navadvip. He was just like Vasudeva, and he was expert in following his prescribed duties. He was greatly magnanimous and the best of the Brahmanas. Indeed, I can find no comparison to him. All the good qualities of Kashyapa, Dasharath, Vasudeva, and Nanda Mahārāja were found in the person of Jagannath Mishra. His wife was the most chaste Shachi Devi, the universal mother. What is it? The Jagannmata. Jagannmata, sorry. And she was Murtimati Vishnu Bhakti. She was the personification of devotional service to the Supreme Lord. After all her daughters expired, there are 8 daughters, the most fortunate Vishwarup appeared as her son. Sri Vishwarup was as attractive as Cupid personified. His mother and father were jubilant on seeing him. Vishwarup was detached from the time of his birth, and he realized the purport of the scriptures in his very childhood. As the entire world became devoid of devotion to Lord Vishnu, the future symptoms of Kali began to manifest in the beginning of the age. Whenever there is a decline in the practice of religious principles, the Lord incarnates. Knowing that the devotees were in distress, Lord Gaura-Chandra-Mahaprabhu appeared in the bodies of Jagannath Mishra and Shachi Devi. So Shachi Jagannatha Dehe Hoila Adishtan. He became situated in the bodies of Shachi and Jagannath Mishra. As Sri Ananta loudly chanted, "Jai, Jai," Jagannath Mishra and Shachi Devi heard the sound vibration as if it were a dream. Both husband and wife manifested brilliant spiritual effulgence, which common people could not perceive. Knowing that the Supreme Lord would appear, personalities like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva came to offer prayers. All these topics are unknown through the Vedas. Of this there is no doubt. Now please hear with devotion the prayers offered by the demigods headed by Brahma. By hearing these prayers, one's mind becomes attached to Krishna. So these prayers was like almost maybe a bit less than half of the chapter, but it was very long. I'm not going to read them all. I'll read from this point on though. I'll read the last prayer. We therefore offer our respectful obeisances to Sri Navadip, where the Lord appeared in the house of Shachi Devi and Jagannath. In this way, the demigods headed by Lord Brahma would daily offer prayers in seclusion. The Lord, who is the shelter of all universes, remained in the womb of Shachi Devi until the Falguni Purnima gradually approached. All the auspicious symptoms present throughout unlimited universes appeared together on that full moon night. Thus, the Lord simultaneously appeared, along with the congregational chanting of the holy names, which he inaugurated on the pretext of a lunar eclipse. Who has the power to understand the activities of the Lord? By his desire, Rahu covered the moon. When the inhabitants of Navadip saw the eclipse, they began to chant the auspicious names of Hari. Millions of people went to take bath in the Ganga while chanting Hari Bol, Hari Bol. The whole of Nadiya was filled with the sound vibration of the name of Hari. Indeed, the sound vibration filled the entire universe and beyond. Hearing this wonderful vibration, all the devotees remarked, "Let there be a perpetual eclipse." They didn't want it to end. All the devotees said, "From the happiness that we are feeling today, it can be understood that Krishna must have appeared." As the devotees all went to take bath in the I'm saying Ganga because one of my friends who was joining the program said I can't stand the word Ganges, like had the British change the name Ganga, so that's why I'm saying Ganga instead. As the devotees all went to take bath in the Ganga, the vibration of the name of Hari was continually heard from all directions. Whether one was young, old, woman, pious, impious, everyone was engaged in chanting the name of Hari while observing the eclipse. All one could hear was Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Thus the name of Lord Hari was heard throughout the entire universe. The demigods showered flowers on all directions, and they played kettle drums as they chanted Jai, Jai. You want to see a picture that Bakula Mataji made, which never got published. She did it for the cover of the Hindi Chaitanya Charitamrita, and they never published it. Where is it? I thought it was right here. It's a beautiful picture. Never mind. Oh, maybe it's here. Yeah, it is. There it is. Here's a picture of the scene. There's the demigod showering flowers in all directions. And there. So we'll hear a beautiful description of this in the kirtan that we'll sing today. Okay. So, this is the last verse. At that very moment, the life of all living entities, Śrī Caitanya-bhāgavata, made his appearance. Jai Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai.
Jai.
Let's read the Bengali for that. He noy samoy sarva jagat jivan avatirna hoilen Śrī Caitanya-bhāgavata. At that very moment, the life of all living entities, Śrī Caitanya-bhāgavata made his appearance. So now we're going to sing 5 songs by Śrīla Śrīla Vṛndāvana Ṭhākura. I see there's a comment. Kishore agrees with my friend. Okay. Text 209. Let me just find it where it is. Here. 209. One second. I've been chewing on a cough drop. Nice. Okay. I prepared it on this file, but I don't have it prepared on that file. So I think I'm going to go back and forth from here to there for the purport. Okay, I'm going to just kind of wing it, like how to sing it. I'm not prepared to sing this right now, but it'll be easy anyways. Let me just quickly, before I begin, I'm going to just check the comments on YouTube and Facebook. Hare Krishna, Taruni Didi, and Vidya Lalasa Didi. Oh, and Indira Mataji, why am I not staying in the GVP office or any of the other rooms? Because the GVP, the Wi-Fi hasn't been working. Yeah, it hasn't been working for a while. And so I need Wi-Fi. Okay. Arahu kavale indu parakasha nama sindhu kali mardana baje bana aho bhela parakash bhuvane bhuvana chaturadash jaya jaya porilo gosha jai jai porilo goshana. When the moon was covered by Rahu, when the ocean of the holy names was manifest, when Kali was subdued, and when the flag of victory was raised, at that time the Supreme Lord appeared, and the 14 worlds filled with the sound of Jai, Jai. So, Gaudiya Bhashya by Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosvāmī Prabhupada. When the sun and moon are at opposite extremes in their orbits, their shadows form Rahu and Ketu. When the sun and moon are 6 rashis, or signs from each other, or when they are at 180 degrees, the residents of this planet see the shadow of Earth fall on the moon. This shadow is called Rahu. When the sun is covered by the shadow of the moon, it is said to be eclipsed by Ketu or Rahu. Also at the time of the lunar eclipse, the Earth's shadow is called Rahu. The word Kavala means swallowed. Okay, that's in accordance. Anyways, at the time of the lunar eclipse or the swallowing of the moon by Rahu, people chant the holy names of the Lord, and the flag of victory over Kali is raised. Yes, flag of victory. The word Pahu means Lord, and the word Bhela means became. Yeah, Bhelo means Hoilo, and Pahu means Prabhu. The 14 worlds consist of the 7 upper planets, Bhur, Bhuvar, Swar, Mahar, Janas, Tapas, and Satya, and the 7 lower planets, Atal, Vital, Sutal, Atal, Talatal, all those, Patal. So so in all those 14 worlds, there is sounds of everybody who's calling out Jai, Jai. Okay. Oops, one second. Sorry, okay. Ādi-khaṇḍa Gaura-chandra Dekite Gaura-chandra Nadiyā shoka sabanashala dine dine paralo ananda dine dine paralo ananda. The happiness of the people of Nadiya daily increased, and their lamentation was vanquished as they saw the moon-like Lord Gauranga. Adundubi baje, say, Adundubi baje, Ashata shanka kaje, Obaje venu vishan, Śrī Caitanya-bhāgavata Vṛndāvana dāsa Vṛndāvana dāsa. Kettle drums were sounded, and hundreds of conch shells were blown, and flutes and horns were played. In this way, Vrindavan Das Ṭhākura sings the glories of Śrī Caitanya-bhāgavata and Śrī Nityananda Prabhu. There's a Gaudiya Bhashya for this. Okay, Gaudiya Bhashya. The word gaje means roars or sounds. The word vishana refers to the buffalo horn as carried by Balaram. So the Shanta Shanka Gaje, the Shanka, the conch shells and flutes and horns, they were all roaring. Anyways, I guess like it's like a tumultuous sound. Reverberating sounds. Okay. So that was the first song. Song 2. Let's see if song 2 has a purport. Yes, it does. Okay. Ajiniya Ravikar Śrī Anga Sundar Nayane Heraina Pari Avatalochana Ishad The Lord's beautiful bodily features cannot be perceived, for they outshine the rays of the sun. His broad, long, elongated eyes, which are upturned at the ends, have no comparison. Okay, let's read the Gaudiya Bhashya. The words Jiniya Ravikar mean defeating or conquering the sun's rays. Another reading of Śrī Anga Sundar is Śrī Anga Ujjwal, which means effulgent limbs. The rays of the sun are intensely bright and impossible to look at. Yet the body of Śrī Gaura is even more effulgent than the sun, so it was impossible to look at him. Gaura's glance and his broad eyes are matchless, and his body is non-different from the body of Krishna. Āju vijaye Gauranga avani mandale achadi keshoniya ulas ekahari dhvani abrahma Parishoni Gauranga Chande Prakasha Gauranga Chande Prakash. Due to the appearance of Śrī Gauranga in this world, the sound vibration of Hari's name spread throughout the universe up to Brahma Loka. Gaudiya Bhashya. The word Vijaya means while appearing in this material world. Okay, text. Okay. Achandane ujvala vakha parisara Tolaye Tativana Mala Chanda Shushitala Shimoka Mandala Ajano Bahu Vishala Ajano Bahu Vishala. The Lord's broad chest is smeared with bright sandalwood pulp and decorated with a flower garland. The Lord's sweet face is as soothing as the full moon, and his long arms stretch to his knees. Dekiya Caitanya Bhuvane Dhanya Dhanya Ayutaye Jaya Jaya Na All the living entities of the world are blessed to see Śrī Caitanya. Some dance, some chant, and some loudly exclaim, Jai, Jai. Kali, however, feels sad and laments. He has no place, nothing to do. Achari Veda Shira Amukutta Caitanya Opamara Mura Nahi Jane Śrī Caitanya Chandra Nitai Ṭhākura Śrī Caitanya Chandra Nitai Ṭhākura Vṛndāvana dāsa gane Vṛndāvana dāsa gane. Śrī Caitanya is the crown on the head of the four Vedas, but sinful and foolish people cannot understand this. Śrī Vṛndāvana Ṭhākura sings the glories of Śrī Caitanya Chandra and Śrī Nityananda Prabhu. So let's see. Gaudiya Bhashya. Śrī Caitanya Dev is like the crown on the Upanishads, which are like the heads of the four Vedas. In other words, he is worshipable by the four-headed Brahma. Oops, one second. Oh shoot, what did I change? I meant to change that. Anyways. In other words, he's the worshipable by the four-headed Brahma. I don't know what I just did. Let me just undo that. Sorry. I'm trying to format while I'm reading, but... Oh God. I'm really sorry, guys. Okay, there. So then there's this verse by Śrīla Gosvāmī from the Kṛṣṇadāaa. Nikhila Shruti-moli Ratnamala Dutinirajita Para Pankajanta. The tips of the toes of your lotus feet are constantly being worshipped by the glowing radiance emanating from the string of gems known as the Upanishads, the crown jewels of all the Vedas. Okay, 117. How should I sing this? Okay, wait. So this is song 3, but I need to figure out how to sing it. Okay, I got it. Song 3. Prakasha hoila Gaura-chandra Dashadike utilo yananda Dashadike utilo yananda. As Śrī Gaura-chandra appeared, the 10 directions became filled with bliss. Gaudiya Bhashya. The word Dashdike, the 10 directions, refers to the east, west, north, south, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, up and down. Let's see, is there a commentary for this? No. Oh my God, no commentary until... Oh. No commentary until verse 228. 228, so in 10 verses from now. Got it. Sorry, I just want to, so that I don't keep going back and forth. Arupa koti madana jiniya asineja kirtana shoniya. The Lord's beauty defeats that of millions of cupids. He laughs upon hearing his holy names chanted. Ati sumadur mukhayaki Mahārāja chena sabadeki. The Lord's face and eyes are most sweet, and his body is decorated with the signs of a king. Śrī Caitanya-bhāgavata vraja shobhe sabayange jagamanalobe. His lotus feet are marked with a flag and a thunderbolt. All his limbs attract the minds of all people. Dure gelo shakala yapada vyakta hoilo shakala sampara. By his advent, all danger is vanquished and all prosperity is manifested. Śrī Caitanya-bhāgavata Vṛndāvana dāsa gunagan. Accepting Śrī Caitanya and Nityananda Prabhu as my life and soul, I, Vrindavan Das, sing the glories of their lotus feet. Song 4. Caitanya-bhāgavata Ashuniya devagan Utilo parama mangala re Utilo parama mangala re Shakalta tapa Anande hoilo vivala re Anande hoilo vivala re. Hearing that Lord Chaitanya has incarnated, all the demigods became overjoyed. They are overwhelmed with ecstasy on seeing the Lord's face, which destroys all misery. Ananta Brahma Shiva Ādi Kori Jata Deva Shabe Nara Rupa Dhori Re Gayan Hari Hari Grahana Chala Kori Lakhite Keho Nahi Pari Re. Ananta, Brahma, Shiva, and other demigods accept the form of human beings and chant Hari Hari on the pretext of the eclipse. No one, however, can recognize them. So some of these people in this picture are demigods, but nobody can recognize them. Adashadi ke dhai loka Nadiyā boliya ucha hari hari re manushe deve meli ekatra hoya keli anande navadipa puri re anande navadipa puri re. The people of Nadiya run in the 10 directions while loudly chanting Hari Hari. The demigods and human beings mix together, and the whole of Navadip is filled with ecstasy. I love how everybody's just like running all around in 10 directions. Okay. Shachira angane Shakala devagane pranama hoya parilare Grahanayandakare lokite ke honare Durgeya Chaitanya khelare Durgeya Chaitanya khelare. All the demigods came to the courtyard of Shachi Devi and offered their obeisances. Due to the darkness of the eclipse, no one can recognize them. Such are the mysterious pastimes of Śrī Caitanya. Keho pore stuti kaharo hate chati keho chamara dulare parama harishe keho pushpa varishe keho nache gaye paire keho nache gaye paire. Some demigods offer prayers. Someone holds an umbrella. Another waves a chamar. Some happily shower flowers. Others dance, and some play musical instruments. Shava bhakta shange kori aila gora hari. Shava bhakta shange kori aila gora hari. Bhashandi kichui na jane re. Śrī Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Śrī Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Vṛndāvana dāsa rasa gāne. Vṛndāvana dāsa rasa gāne. Lord Gaura-hari descended along with his devotees, but the atheists did not understand a thing. Accepting Śrī Caitanya and Nityananda Prabhu as my life and soul, I, Vrindavan Das, sing the glories of their lotus feet. And there's a commentary for this verse, I think, yes, Gaudiya Bhashya. The word Pashandi refers to persons who blaspheme and ridicule the devotees, as well as those who consider the demigods, who are actually the servants of the Supreme Lord, as equal to Lord Vishnu, who is their controller. In this way, Vrindavan Das Thakur sings the glories of Śrī Caitanya and Nityananda. It's a funny thing, I haven't mentioned this. Who's calling me right now? Oh, Dinabandhu Prabhu. I have to decline that. It's a really nice Bengali devotee in Mayapur. I'll talk to him after. Okay. So yeah, a funny, interesting thing that happens. I don't mention it every time, but lots of times our daily reading of this book, Śrī Prapanna Jivanamrita, by Śrīla Bhakti-Rakshak Gosvāmī, which we've been reading every day in the Japa program. Lots of times it aligns, like I'll come across the verse, even though I've never seen the verse before, I'll come across it or something similar to it that very same day. It's just like a neat thing that happens. Like today, we're reading about, where is it? Oh, Harival Sudevi Didi. Let me just find it. It's right here. This is such an intense verse. The actual position of worshippers of other gods. Better to be embraced by a snake, a tiger, or a crocodile than to suffer the agony of associating with persons who worship the various demigods. That was the last verse we left off with today. So yeah, it's just funny. 2 things about demigods now.
I was literally reminded of Srila Bhakti Puri Maharaj right now, because in a class he said that those who regard the demigods to be equal to Vishnu are no better than atheists.
And we got a call from Śrīla Bhakti Puri Gosvāmī, just one of his senior disciples who took care of him in his last days, right when we read that also. Wow, cool. Okay, so now we'll sing, I think this is the last song, song 5. Yes, this is the last song. This is the last song. Dundubi dindima mangala jaya tvani gaya madur rasalare. Dundubi dindima mangala jaya tvani gaya madur rasalare. Vedera gochar aji bhetava bilambe nahi ar kalare. Bilambe nahi ar kalare. The demigods play kettle drums and dindima drums, and they chant the auspicious sounds of jai and sing in sweet melodies. The demigods think, today we will see the Lord who is unknown through the Vedas. Therefore, let us not waste any time. One second, I just feel bad because I hung up on Dinabandra Bubu. I'm just going to quickly tell him I'm going to call him back. Hare Krishna Prabhu, আমি আধা ঘন্টা পরে আপনাকে ফোন করব, এখন আমার ক্লাস চলছে। Okay. There, okay. Okay, was there a purport for this? 1 second, let me just check. Yes. Gaudiya Bhashya. The appearance of Śrī Caitanya is unknown to the Vedas. That unmanifested object, Śrī Gaura-chandra, is now being seen by everyone. Therefore, let us go immediately. There is no need to waste time in this matter. Anande Indrapur Mangala Kolahala Sajo Sajo Boli Sajo Re Bahut Punya Bhage Chaitanya Parakash Bahut Punya Bhage Chaitanya Parakash Paolo Navadipa Maje Re Paolo Navadipa Maje Re. In this way, the residents of Amaravati are in ecstasy, and an auspicious commotion arises as they decorate themselves to go see the Lord. Due to our great fortune, we will see Śrī Caitanya in Navadvip. Gaudiya Bhashya, the word Indrapur refers to Amaravati, so the residents of Indra. Let's see when the next program comes. Okay. Anyonye alingan Chumbana ghana ghan, laja ke ho nahi mane re. Nadiya purandar janama ola se apana par nahi jane re. Chumbana ghana ghana. Being overjoyed on the birth of the Lord of Nadiyā, the demigods repeatedly embrace and kiss each other without reservation or consideration of whether one is a friend or a stranger. They're just kissing strangers. That's how happy they are. Gaudiya Bhashya. The word anyonye means between each other. You got to be really happy if you're just running around kissing, not even considering if you know this person or not, just kissing them. Ai chana ko tuke aila navati pe chodi ke shoni hari naam re. Paya Gaura rasa vivala paravasha. Paya Gaura rasa vivala paravasha. Chaitanya jaya jaya gana re. Oh Chaitanya jaya jaya gana re. In this joyous condition, they come to Navadvip and hear the sound vibration of Hari's names from all sides. There they taste Gaura's ecstatic emotions and become overwhelmed as they sing his glories. Okay, no more purport. Dekhilo shachi grihe Gauranga sundare ekatra jaiche koti chandare. Manusha rupa dhari grahana chala kari bolaye ucha hari naam re. Bolaye ucha hari naam re. There in Shachi's house, they see the beautiful form of Lord Gauranga, who resembles millions of moons combined together. In the guise of human beings, and on the pretext of the eclipse, they all loudly chant the name of Hari. Shakala Shakti Sange Aila Gaura Chandra Pashandi Kichui Na Jane Re. Śrī Caitanya-bhāgavata Chanda Prabhu Jana. Śrī Caitanya-bhāgavata Chanda Prabhu Jana. Vṛndāvana dāsa rasa gana re. Vṛndāvana dāsa rasa gana re. Śrī Gaurachandra appears along with his energies, but the atheists could not understand a thing. Accepting Śrī Caitanya and Nityananda Prabhu as my life and soul, I, Vrindavan Das, sing the glories of their lotus feet. Thus ends the English translation of the Gaudiya Bhashya of Śrī Caitanya-bhāgavata, Chapter 2, entitled The Lord's Appearance, Prabhu Janma. Alright, so Jai Ho, Jai Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai,
Jai Ho.
Gaur Ki Jai,
Jai
Śrī
Ho.
Caitanya-bhāgavata Ki Jai.
Jai Ho.
Okay, now it's 8 o'clock. So now I wanted to sing the appearance song of Mahaprabhu from Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita, Ādi 12.98, Chapter 12, verses 98 to 124. So Nadiyā Udaya-giri by Śrīla Kṛṣṇadāaa Kavirāja Gosvāmī. In Navadvip, every year, during the Abhishek of Mahaprabhu's appearance on Gaur Purnima Day, we all sing this song together. Usually Kṛṣṇadāā Prabhu, he would sing this every year. And I was thinking to put this song in the Udaya-giti Gutra, the songbook, and so I translated it. I think, did I translate it or did Srivas translate it? I actually can't remember. Or maybe we worked on it together. But anyhow, yeah, one of us translated this. I have such a bad memory because I'm always doing so many things. Okay. Is this text too small? Something I could do, I could zoom in like that. Yeah, and then I could just go back and forth. Let's do that. Okay. Let me just, before I start, I'm going to just quickly check the comments here. Vidya Lala Sadidi, can I explain the second Nam Aparad? That's a little off topic right now, but later on, yeah, there's a very in-depth thing in Madhurya Kadambini. It's like, I don't know how many pages, like 30 pages or something like that, on the second offense to the holy name. So there's a lot on that. I can share that with you if you want to get very deep into that. Okay, and you went chapter 2 with and without commentary in the WhatsApp group. Yeah, I can do that. I can share that in the WhatsApp group. Somebody else also asked me for that. I sent it to them. Okay. Nadiyā Udaya-giri Purna Chandra Gaura-hari. Nadiyā Udaya-giri Purna Chandra Gaura-hari Kripa kori hoilo Uday Papotamo hoilo nash Chi jagater ulas Jagabhori hari dani hoy Jagabhori hari dani hoy. The full moon of Śrī Gaura-hari mercifully rose over Nadiya, which is likened to the mountain Udaya-giri, from where the sun rises. As the universe was filled, the chanting of the holy name of Śrī Hari, the darkness of sinful life dissipated, and the 3 worlds became jubilant. She kale nijaloi uthiya aditarai nritya kore anandita mane. At that time, Śrī Advaita Acharya, in his own house in Shantipur, stood up and began to dance completely overjoyed. Hari dāsa loya sange hunkarat kirtana range kene nache ke ho nahi jane. Accompanied by Śrī Haridas Ṭhākura, he roared in the exultation of kirtan. No one knew why they were dancing. They were just dancing. Deki uparaga hasi Shikra Ganga ghate asi Anande korilo Ganga snan. Seeing the lunar eclipse and laughing, Advaita Acharya and Haridas Ṭhākura quickly arrived at the bank of the Ganga, where, in ecstasy, they bathed. Paya uparaga chale Apanara mano bole Brahmanera dilo nana dan. Under the pretext of the eclipse, Advaita Acharya distributed abundant charity to the Brahmanas by the strength of his mind. He did it mentally. Jagata anandamoy dekhi mane subismoy thare thora kohe Haridas. Upon seeing the entire universe overflowing with joy, Haridas Ṭhākura's heart was struck with wonder. Through his gestures, he expressed to Advaita Acharya. What did he express to Advaita Acharya? Tomara aichana ranga mora mana parasana dekhi kichu karye ache bhas dekhi kichu karye ache bhas. So he expressed to Advaita Acharya through his gestures, "Your jubilance is delighting my heart. It appears that some special fortune is upon us." Acharya Ratna Srinivas hoilo mane sukolas jai sana koilo Ganga jale. Acharya Ratna, Chandrasekhar, and Srivas Ṭhākura, they were also elated at heart. Arriving at the Ganga, they bathed in her waters. Ayanan Devi Valaman Pore Hari Sankirtan Nana Dana Koilo Mano Bole. With hearts overwhelmed with joy, they performed Harinam Sankirtan and mentally distributed profuse amounts of charity. they also, Advaita Acharya and Srivas Thakur and Chandrasekhar, they all gave lots of charity by mind. E mata bhakta jati jara je deshe sthiti taha taha paya manobole. In this way, devotee sannyasis in various places, wherever they happened to be, intuited what had transpired. Nache kore sankirtan anande vivala man dana kore grahanera chale. They danced in sankirtan, their hearts overwhelmed with joy, and they distributed charity on the pretext of the eclipse. Wow, even sannyasis were distributing charity. Brahmana sajjana nari nana drave thali bhori aila sabe jotuka lohiya aila sabe jotuka lohiya. The Brahmanas, gentlemen, and their wives, they all came with plates filled with gifts and various presentations. Jeno kancha sona duti deki balakera murti ashirvada kore sukha paya. Seeing the form of the newborn child who is radiant like pure gold, they happily offered their blessings. Savitra Gauras, O Savitri Gauri Saraswati Shachiramba Arundhati Arjata Deva Narigan. Savitri, Gauri, Saraswati, Shachi, Ramba, Arundhati, and all other demigoddesses, they what? They Nana Dravya Patra Bhori Brahmanira Veshadori Asi Sabe Kore Darshan. They all assumed the guise of the wives of Brahmanas, and they filled vessels with various types of gifts. They all came there and beheld the child. Antarikhe devagan Gandharva siddhacharan Stuti nritya kore Udaya-gita. In the sky, the demigods, the siddhas, Gandharvas, and charanas offered prayers and danced to the accompaniment. They danced to the accompaniment of musical instruments and song. O nartaka badaka bhata navadipe jara nata sabe asi nache paya prita. In Navadip, dancers, musicians, minstrels, and other performers all came and danced in great delight. Keva ashe keva jai, keva nache keva gai, sampalite nare karo bolo. Who is coming? Who is going? Who is dancing? Who is singing? No one could understand, nor could they understand what anyone was saying. Kandileka dukha shoka pramada purita loka misha hoila anande vivala misha hoila anande vivala. All sorrow and suffering melted away, and everyone became filled with joy. Seeing everything, Jagannath Mishra was overwhelmed with ecstasy. Acharya Ratna Srinivas Jagannatra Mishra Pas Asitare Kore Savadhan. Acharya Ratna and Srivas Thakur, they came to Jagannath Mishra and carefully helped him perform the birth rituals. Korailo Jatta Karma Je Achilo Vidhi Dharma Tabe Mishra Kore Nanadan. Thereafter, Jagannath Mishra distributed many types of charity. Ajotuka pailo jata Gariba achilo koto Sabadhana vipretilo dana. Whatever gifts Jagannath Mishra had received and whatever he had in his house, he distributed all his wealth to the Brahmanas. Jata nartaka gayan bhatta akenchana jan Nadiya koila sabarman. He also honored all the dancers, the singers, the minstrels, and the poor by donating riches to them. Shivasera Brahmani Namatar Malini Achaya Ratnera Patni Shange. The chaste wife of Srivas Thakur, named Malini, accompanied by the wife of Acharya Ratna, they what? They Sindur Haridra Toilo Khoi Kola Khoi Kola Nana Phal Diya Puje Nari Ganarange. So Malini Devi and the wife of Acharya Ratna, they worshipped the baby with vermilion, turmeric oil, puffed rice, bananas, and many other kinds of fruit in great delight. Advaita Acharya Bharya Jagat Pujita Arya Namatar Sita Ṭhākurani. The wife of Advaita Acharya, the noble woman adored by all and renowned as Sita Ṭhākurani. Acharya Agya Paya Kela Upahara Loya Tekite Balaka Shiromani. That Sita Devi, she went to see that crest jewel of children at the Acharya's behest with various gifts. Okay, so now we're going to hear a list of all the gifts that she brought. Suvarnera Kadi Boli Rajata Mudra Pashuli Suvarnera Angara Kankana Dupahute Divya Shankar Rajater Malabanka Swarna Mudrar Nana Haragan Swarna Mudrar Nana Haragan. So she brought a gold belt, silver toe rings, gold armlets, bracelets, sacred conch shell bangles for both hands, silver anklets, and necklaces made of gold coins. And she also brought Vyagra Naka Hema Jari Kati Patta Sutra Dori Hastapadar Joto Abharana Chitravarna Patta Shari Puni Photo Patta Pari Swarna Ropya Mudra Bahudhan. She also brought tiger nails set in gold, that's interesting, a silken waist belt, and every kind of ornament for the hands and feet. She also brought multicolored silken saris, a small woven sleeveless jacket, silken shawls, gold and silver coins, and many other riches. She also brought Durvatanya Gorochan Haridra Kumkum Chandan Mangala Dravya Patra Puriya Vastra Gupta Dola Chari Shangeloya Dāsa Chedi Vastralankar Petari Boriya. Bringing a container filled with fresh grass, paddy, gorochana, turmeric, kumkum, sandalwood, and other auspicious items, as well as a large basket filled with garments and ornaments. She rode on a palanquin covered with cloth, and she was accompanied by her maidservants and attendants. Bhakya bhoja upahar shange loya bahuta. Bhakya bhoja upahar shange loylo bahubhar Shachigrihe hoilo upanita Shachigrihe hoilo upanita Dekhiya balakatham Shakshar kokulakan Dekhiya balakatham Shakshar kokulakan Varna matra dekhi viparita Varna matra dekhi viparita. She arrived at the house of Shachi Devi, bringing with her she brought with her a large load of snacks, treats, and edibles and gifts. Upon seeing the form of the child, she understood that except for a difference in color, he was directly Krishna of Gokul himself. Sarva anga sunirman swarna pratima bhan sarva anga sulakhanamoy. All of his limbs were beautifully formed, glowing with a golden effulgence, and they displayed auspicious signs. Balakera divya jyoti dekhi pailo bahu priti vatsalyate trabila hridaya. Seeing the divine effulgence of the child, Sita Ṭhākurani and the other ladies accompanying her, they became completely enamored, and their hearts melted with motherly love. Durvatanyatilo shirshe koilo bahu ashishe chira jiva ho tui bhai. They gave many blessings to the newborn child and his brother Vishvarup by placing fresh grass and paddy on their heads while saying, Chira jivi ho, may you two brothers live long. Dakini shankini hoite shanka upajilo chite dore nam tuilo nimai. This is where he got his name Nimai. To ward off any fear of ghosts and witches because of the eclipse, she gave him the name Nimai after the neem tree which he was born under. So I guess if Sachi Devi, Advaita Acharya's, Sita Ṭhākurani, the wife of Advaita Acharya, who gave the name Nimai. That's interesting, huh? Putra mata snana dine dilo vastra vibhushane putra saha mishera samani. On the day the mother and son bathed and left the maternity house, Sita Ṭhākurani honored the Mishras and their son by giving them various garments and ornaments. Shachir Mishir Puja Loya Manite Harisha Hoya Ghare Aila Sita Ṭhākurani. Then, having received the respects of both Shachi Devi and Jagannath Mishra, and feeling very joyful at heart, she returned home. Aiche Shachi Jagannatha Putra Paya Lakshmi Nath Purna Hoilo Shakala Vanchita. In this way, Shachi Devi and Jagannath Mishra, having obtained the husband of the goddess of fortune as their son, had all their desires fulfilled. Dhana dhanye bhare ghar, lokamanya kalevar, dine dine hoy anandita. Seeing their home full of riches and grains, and graced by the venerable form of their son, their delight grew with each passing day. Mishra Vaishnava Shanta Alampata Shuddha Danta Dhane Bhoge Nahi Abhiman. Jagannath Mishra was an ideal Vaishnav. He was peaceful, regulated, pure, and composed. He was not inclined to indulge in material opulence. Aputrer prabhave jata dhana asi mile tata Vishnu prite dije dena dan. Whatever wealth he received due to the birth of his darling boy, he distributed in charity to the Brahmanas for the satisfaction of Lord Vishnu. Lagna gani harshamati nilambar chakravarti gupte kichu kohilo mishrere. After making the astrological calculations, Nilambar Chakravarti became very pleased, and he spoke something in private to Jagannath Mishra. Mahapurusher china lagne ange bhinna bhinna dekhi etari besangsare. On his body and in his astrological chart, this boy has all the signs of a great personality. I see that he will deliver the material universe. Aiche Prabhu Shachi Kare Kripai Koilo Avatare Jai Iha Koroe Shravana. In this way, the Lord mercifully made his advent in the house of Shachi Devi. The most compassionate Śrī Gaura-hari shall bestow his mercy. Oh wait, I didn't read those. Gaura Prabhu Dayamay Tare Hoyen Sadoy Shepai Tahara Charan. So So in this way, the Lord mercifully made his advent in the house of Shachi Devi. The most compassionate Śrī Gaur Hari shall bestow his mercy on that person who hears this narration. That person shall then attain Śrī Gaur Hari's lotus feet. Aya manusya janma jane jena shune gaura guna heno janma tar vyartha hoilo. The birth of one who has attained a human form but who does not hear the glories of Śrī Gaur Hari is utterly useless. Apaya amrita dhuni piye visha garta pani janmiya shekena nahi moilo. Heavy. He said, despite having attained a river of nectar, he drinks water from a poisonous pit. Why didn't he simply die at birth? Śrī Caitanya Nityananda Acharya Advaita Chandra Sarup Rupa Raghunatha Dāsa Iha Sabar Śrī Charan Śrī Vandini Jadran Iha Sabar Śrī Charan Śrī Vandini Jadran Janma-līlā Gaila Kṛṣṇadāās Janma-līlā Gaila Kṛṣṇadāās. Placing the lotus feet of Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Acharya Advaita Chandra, Sarup Damodar, Rupa Gosvāmī, and Raghunath Das Goswami upon his head, regarding them as his own wealth. This Kṛṣṇadāās has thus described the Advent pastime of Śrī Gaura-sundar. Śrī Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Śrī Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Śrī Advaita Gadara Śrīvāsari Gaura Bhakta Vṛnda, Śrī Advaita Gadara Śrīvāsari Gaura Bhakta Vṛnda, Śrī Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Śrī Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Śrī Advaita Gadara Śrīvāsari Gaura Bhakta Vṛnda, Śrī Advaita Gadara Śrīvāsari Gaura Bhakta Vṛnda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Advaita Acharya Jai Sita Ṭhākurani, Advaita Acharya Jai Sita Ṭhākurani, Jai Shivas Thakur, Jai Shivas Thakur, Shivas Thakur, Jai Shivas Thakur, Jai Śachinandan Gaura Hari, Śachinandan Jaya Gaura Hari, Jai Śachinandan Jai Swapashara Jai Gaura Hari, Swapashara Jaya Gaura Hari, Jai Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Raghunath, Jaya Rupa Raghunath, Jai Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Raghunath, Jai Rupa Raghunath, Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Jai Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari ki Jai, Shri Jagannath Mishra ki Jai, Shri Sachi Mata ki Jai, Shri Advaita Acharya ki Jai, Shri Sita Ṭhākurani ki Jai, Shivas Thakur ki Jai, Shri Malini Devi ki Jai, Shri Chandrasekhar Acharya ki Jai. Who else is there? Like, anyways, all the demigods, Brahma, Shiva, all the demigods who appeared. What is it? Arundhati, Gauri, Saraswati, all of the demigods. Ki Jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai, Jai Śrīla Gurudev ki Jai, Śrīla Param Gurudev ki Jai, Śrīla Prabhupada ki Jai, Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki Jai, Swapashad Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopigan ki Jai, Shri Kavirāja Mahārāja ki Jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki Jai, Shri Bhakti Devi ki Jai, Shri Radha, Shri Vrajendra Nandan Sham Sundar, Shri Krishna Chandra ki Jai, Shri Rishabhanu Nandini Shrimati Radha Ṭhākurani ki Jai, Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari ki Jai, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जाय, श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जाय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जाय, श्री चैतन्य भागवत की जाय, श्रील वृंदावन दास ठाकुर की जाय, श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जाय, श्रील कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी पाद की जाय, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जाय, महाप्रभु जन्मलीला की जाय, Shri the Gaudiya Bhashya of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki Jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai, Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari.
Hari Hari Bo.
Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavashacha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavatai Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyayavacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat pranams everybody. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol. I'm just curious, was that annoying, like hearing, like when I was playing Mridanga while I was reading the translation, or did it keep it like alive? Yeah, okay, because
it was wonderful. It was wonderful.
Okay, because I wasn't actually sure if I should just stop and read the translation, but then I thought it might break the excitement.
No, it was great.
Okay, cool.
It was wonderful.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that was such a blissful reading today. It was 5 songs by Vrindavan Das Thakur and that beautiful song by Śrīla Krishnadas Kavirāja Gosvāmī from Chaitanya Charitamrita. And so tomorrow we will begin, I think it's called Prabhur Koshti Ganan. It's the calculation of the Lord's astrological chart. That's the chapter for tomorrow that we're going to read. Yeah, Nilambar Chakra. We read a little bit. There's a verse in this song that we read about Nilambar Chakravarti doing the Lord's chart. I think Nilambar Chakravarti is the maternal... No, is that the grandfather of Shachi Devi? Or the father of Shachi Devi? Grandfather or father? I think it's maternal. Father, okay. So the father of Shachi Devi, he'll read the chart of Mahaprabhu, and then there's somebody in the group there who starts telling all these things about Mahaprabhu. Anyways, we're going to read that. Yeah. All right, does anybody have anything that they want to share from anything today about Mahaprabhu's appearance or anything? Kishore Prabhu? If not, then we can end for now, and I'll see you all tomorrow. All right. Hari Bol, everybody. Dandavat Pranams Nri Hari Prabhu, and Satya Mataji, Kishore Krishna Prabhu, Yashoda Didi, and let's see on Facebook and YouTube, Raseshwari Mataji, Karuna Didi, Indira Mataji, Ganga Mataji, Vidya Lalasa Didi, Vipul Nashkar, I already said Vidya Lalasa Didi, Govinda Saha Prabhu, who else? Hare Krishna, everybody.
Oh, now I have a quick question.
Yes, okay. What is it?
How was Gaur Purnima with Gurudev?
How was it with Gurudev? Yeah, it was amazing. So on Gaur Purnima Day, there would be recitations of Caitanya-bhāgavata from the very first thing in the morning, and all the way till the evening time. Like it was just constant, non-stop Caitanya-bhāgavata recitations. There'd be different sannyasis, different people speaking, and then everybody would be getting shaved during that time also, and they would cook many different preparations, and there would be there was something that I like. Like all the different residents of Navadvip, like the locals, they'd cook all sorts of really nice things, all sorts of different Bengali preparations and stuff like that, and we would carry them on plates on our head to the mat with doing Sankirtan, and then we would give them to the pujari. They'd have like hundreds of items in front of Ṭhākura there. Can't remember Gurudev's class though. See, I wasn't there that many years with Gurudev. Actually, I was there for a few years with Gurudev. Yeah, from 2005 I started going for Gaur Purnima. And yeah, Gurudev would give Hari Katha in the evening time, and then there'd be Abhishek. I think that's how it went, yeah. But yeah, I have such a bad memory. And then yeah, I just remember the Abhishek, then Kṛṣṇadāaa Prabhu, he would sing rip-roaring kirtan. He would sing that song that we just sang. And kirtan would go on for a long time. That was so exciting. And then, yeah, then we distribute prasad to everybody and take prasad ourselves. That was what I remember. Yeah, and it's also holy. So if you went outside of the mat, they aren't as crazy as in Vrindavan, but you'd get totally covered with, yeah. But I can't, like that's all the detail I can remember during Gurudev's time. The Hari Katha that Gurudev spoke though, God, I wish I could remember everything that Gurudev spoke on Gaur Purnima and everything, but I have a very non-stick pot memory. So, yeah. Does Nri Hari Prabhu, do you remember anything from, were you here on Gaur Purnima with Gurudev? Like in Navadvip?
Yes. Few years. One of the years, and I believe it was 2008, we celebrated Gaur Purnima in Vrindavan, in Mathura, actually.
Oh, no, Mathura. Yes, I wasn't there about that.
Like Govardhan. Remember?
Yeah. No, I wasn't there for that. What was that like?
Oh, that was just amazing. It was more intimate, but like you said, my memories, for detail, what specifically he said, but it was so ecstatic. I brought the eldest son to those lectures, and I never seen him so ecstatic. And anybody that listened was like, you know, the eyes were like ecstatic. I mean, it was like that.
That time
And
must have been a lot more intimate also, because there probably wasn't all the crowds of Bengalis like there normally is. Like there wasn't like, you know, thousands and thousands of people. It was like more
right.
intimate, like you said, right?
Yeah, it was. There were some Bengalis, but not that many. Now,
Not like,
the other years that we went to Navadip, one time I got sick, but Trini went to the festival and Gurudev said, "Oh, where is Swamiji? Where's Swami? Your Swami?" He said, "Like, you shouldn't come if he's not here." Kind of
oh,
like
really?
that. Yeah, take care of him. Take care of him.
That's
He was
good.
so attentive to all devotees,
Oh, that's so
and
sweet.
but in few of the years we played, actually, when the temple inaugurated, it was like 20,000 Bengalis, and Gurudev asked us to play, and we sang a song that Bhatin wrote, all based on Prabhupada's and Gurudev's and Chaitanya Charitamrita, the appearance day of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And at the end, I just sang Jai Sachinandan Gaur Hari, and it was a roaring 20,000 people chanting,
Whoa.
Sachinandan Gaur Hari. It was just like, yeah, your hair stood on end. You know, it was
Oh
like,
my God, that I couldn't imagine what that would have been like.
yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah. And
I remember, yeah, I remember actually some years we did like a drama play, and they had. I remember one day, what's his name? Jiva Priya, what's his the turmeric monk call him, and anyways, he had
Pal.
yeah, he had he wrote a play in Bengali, and he had Western devotees doing a play. There, all the Western devotees were speaking Bengali. A lot of the devotees had to like learn the lines, like because they didn't know Bengali, and so they had to like learn the lines. I remember one day he did one year he did a lila like that. I think it was maybe it was Jagai-Madai. I can't remember which lila it was, and and during the daytime, we'd have I remember there's a big bhavan. And we'd also have different singers, like famous singers from different parts of Bengal. They would be singing outside, outside of the temple. And yeah, so there's kirtan performances all throughout the day, outside the temple and inside the temple. And Gurudev, also for Gurudev, that day was one of the biggest days of the year for Gurudev giving Harinam and Diksha. So all the people that we were cultivating on our Bengal Prachar fields, they'd all come to Gurudev on that day and get. So that was a really busy day for Gurudev in that way. Yeah, and then after the no, I remember also we'd go to the many devotees would go to the Ganga and shave then. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of other memories of those years with Gurudev.
yeah. One thing Gurudev used to do, and one time he told us we couldn't go, and he said, "Don't worry, I'll be and doing our brata and the Ganga, I will remember your name." And he said to write the names, you know, to write our names on the sand. And so we did. We did
Oh, Gurudev said to
next
do that,
year.
huh? To write your names on the sand. Because I've always heard devotees doing that, but I didn't know if it was an authoritative thing or anything like that. But Gurudev actually said to do that, to write your names on the
As far
sand.
as I remember, yeah. As far as I remember, yes.
Hey,
And
cool. That's
so
nice
we
to
wrote
know.
all our children, the grandchildren. There was a list of all the ones that couldn't come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one time actually with Umadidi we celebrated. Unfortunately, I got sick a little bit. But they stayed up all night because it was a full moon and an eclipse. So that was, I think, 2007, 6, something like that.
I remember that year. Yeah. I remember, like, during the eclipse, I remember there's Tamal Krishna Prabhu and Muni Maharaj. They sung the most
Oh,
amazing kirtan. I'll never forget it. It was like one of those kirtans that you just wanted to cry. It was so powerful, and you couldn't like help yourself. Like you had to dance. It was like one of the most, and that was during the lunar eclipse on Gaur Purnima day. Yeah, that was powerful.
yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, yeah, I forgot about that year. Yeah. All right, so I
They
guess
were all
that's
so special having Gurudev there. It was always, yeah,
yes.
couldn't be that special.
I remember also lots of devotees would do kirtan all night till Mangalarti time. Also, I remember one year. Actually, that was the year of Gurudev's Samadhi. Yeah, we did kirtan all the way till Mangalarti time in front of Gurudev's Samadhi. I remember that. But yeah, amazing time. All right, everybody. So I think that's all for now, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Unless anybody has anything else to say. Okay. So, Jai Shri Radhe. See you all tomorrow to read about the calculation of Mahaprabhu's astrological chart. Jai Shri Radhe.